Have you ever heard the story of a tree that embodies a mother's endless love? Let me tell you the touching legend of the star apple tree. Once upon a time, there lived a little boy who was the apple of his mother's eye. She loved him so dearly that she spoiled him, and he grew up mischievous and playful, rarely heeding her advice. One afternoon, after his mother gently scolded him for playing too roughly, the boy's pride was hurt. In a fit of anger, he declared, "I don't need you," and ran away from home, convinced he could manage on his own. He wandered from village to village, his initial excitement quickly fading. Meanwhile, back at home, his mother was sick with worry. Every single day, she would stand at their doorstep, her eyes scanning the horizon, praying for a sign of her son's return. The sun rose and set, seasons changed, but the boy never came back. Overwhelmed by sorrow and her strength worn thin from waiting, his loving mother eventually passed away, her heart broken. The boy, however, was still roaming the world. Life was not the grand adventure he had imagined. He was often hungry, cold, and lonely. Bigger children would tease him and take his things, and there was no one to protect him. One particularly cold evening, as he shivered under a bridge, clutching his empty stomach, a powerful memory flooded his mind. He remembered his mother's warm embrace. He remembered how, whenever he was hungry, she would magically produce a bowl of warm rice. When other kids were mean to him, she would chase them away and hold him tight. "Oh, mother," he thought, his heart aching. "When I was hungry, she fed me. When I was hurt, she protected me. I was so wrong. I must go home to her. I must tell her I'm sorry." With a newfound determination, he began the long journey back. He ran as fast as his tired legs could carry him, his mind filled with images of his mother's smiling face. Finally, he arrived at his old home. The house looked just as he remembered it. The fence was the same. The garden was still there, but an eerie silence hung in the air. His mother was nowhere to be found. He ran through every room, calling her name. "Mother, mother, where are you? I'm home. Your son is back. I am so hungry. Mother." His calls echoed into emptiness. Desperate and exhausted, he stumbled out into the garden and collapsed at the foot of a strange, unfamiliar tree he'd never seen before. He sobbed uncontrollably, his tears soaking the ground as he hugged the tree's trunk. "Mother, I'm so sorry," he cried. Just then, a miracle happened. The tree began to tremble gently. From its branches, clusters of tiny white flowers bloomed like soft clouds, filling the air with a faint, sweet scent. As quickly as they appeared, the flowers faded, and in their place, small green fruits began to form. They grew at an astonishing speed, their skin becoming smooth and shiny. The tree then seemed to bend its branches down towards him, and a large, ripe fruit dropped right into his hands. Starving, the boy took a huge bite without even peeling it. "Ouch, it's so bitter," he cried, spitting it out. The skin was tough and astringent. A moment later, another fruit fell. This time, he peeled it, but in his haste, he bit right into the hard center. "Ow, it's so hard," he exclaimed, rubbing his teeth. The seed was like a rock. Just as he was about to give up, a third fruit dropped gently beside him. He had learned his lesson. This time, he didn't bite. He held it in his hands and squeezed it gently. The skin softened and a small crack appeared. From it, a stream of milky white juice flowed out, sweet and fragrant. It smelled familiar. He cautiously brought the fruit to his lips and tasted the juice. It was delicious, sweet and comforting, exactly like the taste of his mother's milk from when he was a baby. He drank every last drop as tears of understanding streamed down his face. As he did, a soft voice whispered through the rustling leaves of the tree. "My child," it seemed to say, "just as you had to try 3 times to find the sweetness of the fruit, it is only when you have grown and experienced hardship that you can truly understand a mother's love." The boy looked up at the tree, his heart filled with both sorrow and a profound sense of love. He knew, without a doubt, that this tree was his mother. His mother was gone, yet she had found a way to stay and care for him. He noticed that the leaves were a vibrant green on top, but the underside had a reddish-brownish hue, just like his mother's eyes, red from crying while she waited for him. He hugged the rough, sturdy trunk, and it felt like his mother's hard-working, calloused hands. His tears watered the roots, and the tree's branches seemed to spread wider, swaying gently as if to embrace and comfort her beloved, long-lost son. From that day on, the boy never left the garden again. He cared for the tree and told everyone who would listen about his wonderful mother and the deep regret he felt. The story spread, and people came from all over to taste the sweet, milky fruit. They were so moved by the tale of a mother's eternal love that they started planting seeds from the tree everywhere. And in her memory, they named it Save Soir, which translates to the star apple tree, or literally the milky breast tree, a beautiful reminder of a love that never ends. Thank you so much for listening to this beautiful legend with me. If you enjoyed this story, please give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more tales from around the world. See you in the next one.